This is a really quick breakdown. These are things that this is the type of team that we struggle with, right? Team that could get up in you, speed you up, messy up the game. So we'll break this down. Awesome is present, so he will be joining us in this clip. Hey, so these are some of the little things that matter. Isaac throws this pass over the top to Ty, and we gotta like value when you're taking out the ball. We gotta value putting it right there, every time to make that tip much easier. All right, here's our 22. We rotate it. We don't quite read it right. That's all right. But look, as Isaac's sprinting back, there's two guys there. You get hung up. You need to sprint to the bottom guy, Isaac. I think you get hung up thinking this was the last guy because they're so in an awkward positioning, but that's the last guy. So he actually does a pretty good job of sealing you and getting an easy bucket. But Ty, don't make easy hard. Your point guard is right there. He's clapping for the ball, and you're looking for something more. So now you throw it and traffic to Grant in the middle of four people. So Grant, if I were you, I probably wouldn't look to make a play up the court. I'd probably look to throw it where my vision is already looking, which is Isaac still, because you don't know what's behind you. And y'all spacing is so poor that even if you throw this pass and Jacob gets it, this guy's going to sprint behind him and tap it. So you just try to make a pass that's not there. So we just don't start it off good. But the real crime is Ty. You got to throw that pass right to the right person. Okay, so we take everything away and they literally throw it right to us. Like literally. All the so let's look where everybody's cutting when they run this play. We got a guy who tried to run block, it's not there. They get another guy trying to run to this block. And then we got a guy taking away the corner in Jacob. So what happens? You feel like it's been 4 seconds, and then you panic and you throw it right to another person. All right, way to run your lane, Grant. You start off way in the back. Good bounce pass, and that's a good finish at the rim. That was excellent. All right, here's something we got really good at. I mean, we wall up and we make people score over the top of us a lot. Um, as long as we don't turn it over, that's usually what our defense causes is an over-the-top floater, a tough two. If they make it, it's just a two. All right, but May, you got to be more aggressive. I want you to go and get this. Look, it's you and Isaac, and I know Isaac comes up with a lot of the balls, but this is the type of ball that you can't just assume he's going to get. And he does. You just kind of stop, though. All right, so watch it again. You could come up with that. Don't take the risk and see if Isaac's going to get it. So, Isaac, you got to body up, and you got to make this play. Even if it's with two hands, that got to be 2 points right there. All right, let's watch this possession because everybody's making him make one more play. All right, so Isaac told Jacob to get up top because he was already low. That guy's back is turned. I don't mind you taking a risk because he's not going to throw it behind his head. So we take a risk at the ball. He kind of panics, throws a looper. We stop ball again. You better score over the top of us. They got to make another play. Wall up again. Wall up again. And then there's Kavion. All right, and that's how you finish and end possessions. That was excellent right there. All right, and then right there, we're in transition because we push the ball and we get a wide open three. So that's why we push, because in transition, there's so many mistakes happening. Well, here's the mistake this time. This guy runs to his position instead of running out to guard our shooter, and we get a wide open three, and we got two rebounders in great position. So this is Grant. This is good defense right here, Grant, because you know in 2-2-1, your job is to send guys up the sideline. So you can take all the steal risks as he goes towards the middle because you're going to take, that's not your job. So as long as he twists back to go for that sideline, you're fine. So he struggles with the ball, throws it right over a guy's head, and you were able to speed somebody up. That's good. All right, Kavion, you got to get stronger at this. You had probably 2 or 3 turnovers on these. This is a routine play. This got to be a bounce pass. Quit trying to throw it over people all the time. Because one, it takes forever to get down to it. Just throw a right-handed bounce pass, and it should bounce right here, right to Isaac. And these live ball turnovers are getting us. Way to run through this pass right here in transition, May. You made that a tough layup, but let's clean that up. All right, let's talk about areas we got to grow in. Transition defense. And May, this one's on you. The ball comes up. You're not getting any offensive rebounds back here. There's all 5 guys are below the block. So they're in transition, and you turn around and fall asleep, and these two, this guy runs right past you for a layup. All right, you're just falling asleep. We can't have that in transition defense. Another transition play. I just think we're sitting too long. Like, we know we're not getting the rebound, Grant. Get back. All right, like you're not getting it. So now you're in this position where you're running alongside a guy, the rebounder has jetted past you, and you should have been back here waiting on him. So I like the foul because, this team is really only going to consistently score on us in transition. So good foul, but we got to get back so we can see the play and make better ones for ourselves. Try to be a lot quicker on this video. So look, let's just get straight to the play. Ty, I like that he has to jump. Well, the help side makes him jump, pick up his dribble earlier, and you're making him shoot a bad shot. But when you get this rebound, you gotta feel other players. Like it's like you're dribbling, you think everybody's gonna just go away, right? So you stood up, pick up the ball, keep that possession for us, because that's what the game's about. Finding a way to keep our possessions. Grant, great deflection right there. Nice. Get on two. All right, we got to save those possessions too, man. You had way too many turnovers. You had a bad game. One thing I can say is you played aggressively, which is good, right? I mean, even after multiple turnovers, because if you'd have played softer, you'd have played even worse. All right, so I can appreciate that. And I don't mind this, because if they're going to drop back and you're a shooter, hey, take that, because you're going to knock that down much more than attacking those athletes under the rim, Grant. All right, good shot right there. All right, so here we go. They run through the pass. May's not patient enough, but I like the way Ty, like, hey, man, you're going to have to score something tough on me. Hey, you got the ball. You got to squeeze this, all right? Cannot let that come out your hand. I know this sounds kind of tricky. Like I'm saying, hey, I'm not worried about the turnovers. I'm just, again, if you start playing scared and the turnovers start being on your heels. So I thought y'all kind of stayed aggressive. They were just bad reads. All right, so this got to be a bounce pass. Grant, make it easy. Why are we against bounce passes? And now that ball don't get nowhere near a wide open player, and they're downhill. So we sprint back. Isaac runs through it. That's a great save right there, Isaac. But Grant, you got to slow down and read the situation. That guy is backing up. You throw over the top when he's walking forward. So we get another back-to-back turnover, and Isaac saves the possession again, and we get a timeout. That's a good hustle. All right, so another sort of semi-transition. Right, they get the ball. I like that. We're getting back. This is what I really like. We run people off the line. So I like that Isaac, don't let him just lace it up. Isaac closes out, and then we got a wall up by Brooklyn. So now he's about to shoot a mid-range two. We don't want people shooting wide open threes, and we don't want them shooting layups. So any contested two, I'm living with, and we're living with that. All right. All right. So again, another play where I'm not mad at it, Ty, because you've made that play in other games, and nobody says nothing because it was successful. But you do got to get it up. Your passes when you throw this have to be over the top, and if it goes out of bounds, it's very different than catching it and being a live ball. So throw it too far rather than too short, and then we can live with that. But again, you're protecting the rim great, but we gotta save those possessions, no doubt. All right, so now we're making that wall, and then guess what? They turn it over. Cause look, guys run to the blocks. He don't get it. All right, so this is good. Brooklyn takes a screen. Ty's gotten really good at this. Because that guy's hedging, Brooklyn's early. Great catch, Brooke. Good finish. All right. I got to say something about Cade's lift too. Like immediately when Cade lifts, he'll shoot this a lot, but he's a threat immediately, which makes that screen a lot easier to be had because the guy thinks he will absolutely shoot that, and that helps. All right, gotta face the rim on the catches. Proud of this moment. Good, Ty. So you don't completely commit to this guy because you know he can throw it right over your head. So you're kind of in between and staying big, and then you just cut him off. Good. All right, we're living with that. And this is just great defense. They swing it. Boom. He splits. He shoots a double pump shot. Man, we living. And this is why I'm telling y'all to push. All right. Isaac catches it above the free throw line. Thank you, Isaac. All right, so we push because they're not ready. Throw it to Kavion. One more pass to Ty. Easy layup. We negate that lucky double pump immediately 3 seconds later. All right, we're in 22. Let them make their own mistakes. Cut them off. Let them make their own mistakes. All right. All right, so we got to find a way to score these guys. That's too much of an adventure, and that's not even a big guy messing with us. All right, so good transition, D-Ty. Way to take care of that ball. Way to protect the mistakes we made on the other end. All right, hey, Kavion, you got a lot better at walling up, so guys don't get by you. That's really good. All right, and there's multiple plays like this. Like you're here, just don't let them drive by you. Yep. Just don't let them drive by you. Good stuff. All right, off the dribble threes is something we're okay with. And Sir Dribbleite is over here. His back is turned, so Jacob's like, let me just go get him. Their spacing is poor because these two guys are right next to each other, so he's not even in the corner, so we could take a risk. But we're making him gap us. All that extra dribbling leads to easy breaks. I like the way Ty's running this floor really hard. All right, that's good, Ty. Kavion, see this. Boom, throw it below you. All right, just throw it up, actually. If you throw it up, Ty's going to catch it right here, and he'll have an easy shot. But, you know, I ain't mad at that. You wouldn't. It's not like you weren't open, but let's get easy bucket. Like I said, in the second half, we have a bunch more. I don't know if I'm going to get to that. We'll see. But everybody's learning their rules, right, and learning what they got to do. Kavion gets this guy, makes him go inside, and then he stays moving with them. He used to stop. Stay moving with them. He going to throw up some straight trash now because he has no vision. And Ty just blocks it. Right? Cage, you should be a little deeper out, making sure that guy can't throw it to this corner. But nonetheless, we off on the break. Now Ty, throw it early to Isaac. Get it to the ball handler first. Then you'll be able to catch a oop. But if you throw it late, now you can't catch a oop. You don't have any momentum. So whenever it's 2-on-1, throw it to the guard early. And now we got to settle for this floater, which, hey, man, I'm fine with Isaac hitting that floater. He needs it. But I think more people get on their feet if you hanging on the ramp. But unless Isaac got some bounce I don't know about. And this is just a reminder that this is valuable. Close out. Don't let him drive. Watch how Kavion stays sliding with him. Now, if you stay making contact, it's so much tougher to make finishes. All right, so you see how Kavion stays on him and moving his feet? Kavion, that's, like I said, man, that's a great adjustment you made, which now he's not quite as athletic because he's going against contact, which makes this a much easier block. And that initiates our break. Look how he sees the guy, cuts him off. There we go. All right, so, hey, when you do this, click Kate, as soon as you see this guy coming in, you got to get ready to hit Grant popping out because this is the reads I've been telling you about. You got to make that kick right there, and then he'll be wide open for a 3 or a closeout attack. All right, but nonetheless, we got great rebound in post, so we get it up. But look for the play. Isaac causing havoc at the top of the key by himself with 3 people as usual. Now, this is what I'm talking about, Kavion. You used to let him fly by. You stay connected, and now that makes the block for Ty easier. I don't know if y'all are getting this, but that is huge that we continue to do that. Stay moving your feet, and that lack of athleticism that he gets to do because he's still dealing with contact makes that so much easier for us to, get down court and do what we do. Another block by Ty. And Ty's like, I guess since nobody gonna get the rebound, I'll just grab it myself. All right, great second jumps, Ty. Again, getting better at this. Ty lifts. That guy helps. We just got to put it on point, Ty. But hey, I can't be mad at that. You're usually hitting that play about 80% of the time, so that's what happens. And let's back this up real quick. It clips really quick. All right, so great seal. We see the opportunity. Bounce pass outside hand from Isaac. Body up. Go finish. Too easy. Use your left hand. Like this are going to happen, but let's talk about it. All right, so we get that. Grant takes out that closeout, and as he drives middle, Grant knows my job isn't to stop him middle because I got Kavion coming. I need to stop this guy. So he drops right on top of this pocket pass here. So now they got to make one more play. So Isaac sprints at a guy. Make them make one more play. Kavion shows up. If they score over the top of us. I'm living with this. Ty, now that he's pulling up, find somebody to block out and get ready to get a rebound. Because if we get this rebound, the play's over. So our defenses was good. Now it's a scramble, right? So when this happens, Grant, you got to move on the flight of the ball, and you move when he catches it. So that stun is way too late. He gets to just take his time. So remember, we've been practicing this. When he catches this, right now you need to be sprinting at him. And if you do that, you'll stunt, he'll hesitate, and then you go back corner. All right, but since you don't, he just gets to lace it up. All right, but that all stemmed from second chance opportunities. All right, rebound. All right, it's obviously we didn't have a plan after that guy hit the 3 because Ty takes it out. He's never at the back. So now Isaac and Ty are kind of both behind the ball. All right, so here's a presence thing. And this happens to so Grant, when you're working up the court, you got a guy next to you. Let's just be easy. Let's just run right here and make this next pass easy. So Isaac's moving too quick, and because he sees this guy, he throws it outside hand, right? So, and because you're standing straight up, you can't react to it because you haven't taken a sneak peek up the court. So if you're standing like this and he throws a bad pass, you could just push off your left foot and get it. If he throws it too far, right foot, but you never look to know that this guy's next to you, so your balance is off. Because if he throws it right to you, that guy's going to run through the pass. All right, so Isaac, you just got to be more patient. All right, so it goes, and Ty, when you catch this, um, he's on your right side. Why dribble with your right hand at all? You got to feel that. All right, so you're trying to split guys instead of picking it up over your head. None of them can get to it and just throwing it back to a guy. So now, there they go. We get another foul on Isaac. All right, and May, you're panicking. You're just not waiting enough. All right. And hey, that's a good over the top pass, Grant. You had another one that's later in the film that's much even better than that. All right, but we gotta, we just gotta learn to be more patient. They haven't stolen the ball from y'all in the backcourt yet. Kavion, way to move your feet, way to send him to the middle. All right, that wasn't a good stunt either. All right, so we got to stunt. Even the middle guy, if he goes here, can stunt because you got responsibility to cover corners. So, Kavion, you got to stunt on that. All right, way to block out, Grant. You see this guy is underneath the rim. That gives us an opportunity to get our rebound. All right, we travel, but we good. All right, and then this is more of a, we just got to throw a better pass. You can't throw it to his left shoulder because the defender's on it. You got to throw it to his right shoulder. So, yeah, so that's another live ball. Great foul, Cage. You grew right here. I'm proud of that right there. Good stuff. Good. It's obviously don't have a plan or a setup for 1-3-1. All right, we go for it. Look at Kavion moving his feet. Nobody gets by me, right? Grant has to cover diagonal, and this is just a tough cover, Grant. So, hey, I'm not mad at that because you got to take away this first. We close out, hope they miss, and they do. Now, Cade, you got to really push in. I'd rather you keep pushing and get a push in the back than let him body you out and then get a putback on that. All right, so you notice at the bottom, he's just beating you. You gotta just out physical and keep pushing him under the rim, because if they call a foul, we get to set up our defense, and it's obviously not scoring against our set defense. All right, guys, we talk about this all the time, and I slowed it down just so I could watch it. Let me see if I can get to it. But basically, May was touching the ball when his right foot was still on it. So he's established on this side as soon as his fingers touch it, and that's a backcourt. But it's not even about that. Ty, why are you throwing him the ball right there? All this space, and we're going to take a risk right here and play with this half-court line. Even if it wasn't backcourt, I'm upset with us. All right. Hey, man, so I know you take a glance, and I know you could throw it right up to Ty. And I think you made this decision because it's Ty and not, Cade or Grant or somebody. So you make it a jump ball, which is a good play because you made it multiple times in a row. All right. So but what you want to also make sure you do is that one's going away from the basket. That's a risky pass. You gotta really be on top of your game, assist wise. This wasn't one of those, so I wasn't trustworthy in it. But I'm glad you're starting to see that. So that's, like I said, that's growth. I can live with it as long as you're throwing it to the right personnel and you got a plan when you do it. All right, worked out. All right. So right after I say that, this play pops up. We don't want to hit Kavion right there in the middle of the court. I think we do fix it because we run that play we ran in that championship game. Jabari told me that's what Isaac never run, and it works out if that's Isaac because he'll meet the ball, and guards are just used to that. It's not Kavion's fault, but you can't throw that. That's a personnel thing. I'd rather y'all be more patient, make the defense move, throw it back to Ty, and then throw it back to the other side before we try to break the press and start to break it so early against their press. And yet, it's good that Ty is the release guy behind on this possession because when we run him off the line, that guy is going to do a 360 layup, which I'm completely fine with, against Ty. All right. Way to be strong with it, Ty. You weren't sure you could get it to a guy, so you kind of held it. You got a couple fouls because of that. All right. And then great rebound, Grant. That's good stuff right there. Got it out. All right. All right, we're trying to create extra possessions. Now, this is a transition block. Good. Way to work, Ty. All right, now they get a bucket. We got to make sure we're everybody's trying to get back quick. Ty took a three, but we got back in transition. We got one block. That should have been enough time for other guys to get down there and at least get a foul on the floor. I'm gonna put this because it was a great read. So that guy's overplaying Ty. Ty back doors, but we gotta throw a softer pass. Ty, this is an amazing catch. One hand, still come up with it. Use your left hand. You'll probably finish that. All right. So now Brooklyn, the reason this is here is because you got to run the free throw plays. Kavion's gonna bust his butt there. You can't get hit by this guy. You got to sprint around so we can run the play. So you got to just be tough. So you see how he hits you? Kavion's inside. You should be standing right here on this block because of that. All right. But you let this guy bump you out, and you're not supposed to let that happen. All right. All right. So y'all remember, best time to shoot a three is after offensive rebound. He gets it. This is great footwork, Isaac. Ball in the air. You're in the air. So now you're going to have your legs, everything under you. Now, be mindful of this, and you did it early in the game. Read these closeouts because this guy's getting there. All right. But, hey, man, you got to learn to get those shots off. That was an excellent shot. Ball in the air. You're in the air. All right. Good stuff right there. Nice. And good. Now let's not forget who created it, right? Isaac hits the shot, but Kavion blocks in and gets the rebound. All right. So none of that happens without Kavion. All right. Now this is great. I'm telling you, defensively, we're a different team. Kavion sees that guy. He rides with them. Grant, you're battling as much as you can. You actually get in front of him and you're battling. I can't get mad at you for him getting a rebound over you. I just like this sprint out from Brooklyn. Sprint out. Don't let him take that shot. And most guys, if you run him off the line, will travel. Right? He even knocks it down. But a good second effort. Good stuff. Ty, I'm starting to think this is who you are. Can't get mad. Brooklyn and Ty both after the rebound. All right. They kind of knock it out of each other's hand. But Ty, this is what I'm talking about. This is starting to become who you are. I expect this. So you look at this run. Hey, man, you're going to have to score over me. Goal 10, not goal 10, I don't know. All right. Good bounce pass right here, Grant. All right, now this is that situation where if you're a 1-2 guy, you can't control when the ball's coming to you. So now you get the ball here, 1, 2, 3, and then you're traveling. This is one of those situations where because it's coming to you, as your right foot's about to hit the ground, you got to just be able to hop into it. Or if you're that open, maybe take a dribble to make sure you get it off. All right, one of the two, but that's why you got the travel call. All right, so Kavion's ready again. Let's watch it. He's moving his feet, not attacking guys. He's just letting them come to him. Keep moving your feet. They'll turn it over by themselves. Good stuff. Hey, good poise and patience right here, Jacob. He overplays. You come back. You should be floating away from him so you could have an easier split stance, Kavion. You still get one nonetheless. Now we're at the basket. All right. It's good stuff. Good stuff. But way to handle that pressure right there. That's what I meant by you had a bad turnover game, but you still got to be tough. And that's what I mean. If you're not tough or you start getting scared because of the turnovers, you can't make that play. Isaac, way to take away corner. We're living with those spins. Great rebound. Got to be tough with it, Ty. Good job. All right, so let's look at all this. Skill, look, bounce pass. Nobody can get to it. Bounce pass. Nobody can get to it. All right, and then we get a wide open strike. Bang. And we got Kavion sitting on the weak side blocking in. So anything that comes over here is ours. All right. Great execution right there. Another great defensive stand here. Kavion's there. He Euros. He jumps and shoots it over Ty. That shot goes in once every 1,000. This was that once. All right, so now we're running the play that apparently Isaac drew up because we ran this in the championship game. So now Isaac's up top. Now, Isaac, when you catch this, dribble to space first because this is the read you got to make. That's a 2-on-1. You dribble, commit him. That's an over-the-top pass to whoever this is. Ty. All right, but nonetheless, we saved the possession. Boom. Now that, Grant, that got to be over the top. That's an easy tip in. All right, you got to read that. All right, and you try to shoot a contested shot that don't even hit the rim. That's how you know it's a bad shot. So right here, throw that over the top. All right, so we do good getting back in transition. But hey, we got to finish possessions. The score is 40-36. Ty, you got to keep that. You got to know they're after the ball. There's 4 minutes left. That hurts right there because now, they got to score now because we should have had the ball. So he takes another shot at it and bang, 1 point game. All right, just because of toughness, be tough throughout. You're tough about 70% of the time. The other 30 you're not, and that's what's hurting. All right, so be tough. Hey, good read, Kavion. Nice way to read up the court. All right, every time I see a clip where Kavion's walling up, I'm showing it. Walls up, they don't call a foul, they call it travel. Our ball. All right, way to wall up and move your feet. You don't. All right, yeah, you don't got to try to block shots in the middle. Now I like this play. We're still running it, and I'm glad y'all able to make adjustments. I'm not there. Y'all run a new, or not a new play, a play that we made up in the championship game and use it. This is great patience right here, Isaac. You threw a bounce pass, so he had to run into it. And here's the trick, guys. Don't try to throw it so Grant can try to get across. Throw it right here so once he catches it, he is across. So where he threw it at, Grant has to be across. All right, so that was an excellent pass. And that's the pass I was talking about, Grant. Just throw it over the top to Ty. This is on the move. All right, if I get you to make more of those, that's gonna be awesome. All right, we're nearing the end of the game. Ty, this is what I'm talking about. Contest, over the top, walled up. Contest again, get the ball, be strong with it. Be tough with it. Now they call a foul at 44-39. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. All right, way to wait on him. Middle, good patience right there. All right, body up. Kavion, there we go, off 2 feet every time. Let's see what we do on this free throw play. We ran into each other. Guys, if we're not spinning, we need to be crossing. So y'all both thought you were diving and nobody was coming off the hip. All right, we got to clean that up because we're too good at this not to be doing it right. So now we didn't do the free throw play right. We're in transition defense. Grant, you got to stop ball because right now we're not in a 1-3-1 because these two guys are back. We just got to stop ball at this moment. So you got to stop it early. And if you could turn him once, we're good. Now he's full head of steam at May. May, if you need to, take the foul, right? Because we're up by 5. They can't score against our half-court defense. So I didn't think he traveled. All right, so we just got to make sure that don't turn into a bucket. All right. Hey, they're trying to speed us up, and I like this. So I like, one, Isaac, you're dropping really low so Jacob can make an easy pass, which also is going to pull multiple players this way. So this guy comes with you. This guy comes with Kavion. And now Jacob May is patient enough to look up the court. Wide open Ty. Easy dunk. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, so now Isaac and Grant are switched. Isaac's running to the sideline. Just throw it right to him, though, because there is no player to make. Well, the reason you throw it is because you see a guy like right here. So that's why you throw it outside shoulder, but you just got to be more accurate because he is actually open. That guy can't run through this pass. So just throw a good pass right here that we could save. And let's back it up first. This is what I do like. Isaac gets the ball. He's in trouble. Timeout. That's a great decision because we need possessions at this point. We can't give up any. All right. And then y'all know about the whole don't throw it too far to the sideline thing. Just the accuracy thing we got to fix. All right. We got him running around. Grant retreats to the corner because it's not his job to stop driving. They throw it right to him like we practice. Jacob's going. The Rascal's going to catch up to you, man. Good pump fake. And way to go up off 2. That's good stuff right there. All right. 2 feet finishes. All right. And this is last couple possessions. We got him in a scramble. They're just running around chasing the ball. As he gets it, once he makes 2 guard, hey, Ty, you got to seal that better, though. You got to know a guy's coming at you. All right. Like number 1 right here, if he's on time. Luckily, Isaac throws it outside hand, so that guy can't get to it. Great pass, Isaac. I didn't think you need the dribble. And don't flex if your ball takes 4 bounces to go in. And nobody barely touches. You're literally by yourself. What's strong about this? Oh man, Ty, you crack me up sometimes. All right, so we miss a free throw. There's 34 seconds left. Ty, why are we shooting jump shots? Hey man, if it's not a layup at the basket, we're killing the clock. All right, why are we shooting jump shots and creating extra possessions in the game? All right, way to hustle, Kavion. We luckily come up with it. But hey, man, we taking last shot on that. There's no reason, absolutely no reason to take a jump shot.